Hi everyone, this is John Quentin Wise III, and we're going to look at the number 5. In Hebrew, the number 5 is represented by the letter He, and you can see this here, which can be interpreted as meaning grace or favor due to its symbolic association with the divine hand and the 5 fingers on a hand. Essentially, the number 5 in Hebrew signifies a spiritual element within the material world. Key points about the Hebrew number 5. Letter He, meaning grace, favor, symbolic connection, 5 fingers on a hand representing the divine presence. 5, grace, favor. I find this really interesting. 5, H-E-Y, He, like hey, grace, favor, He, at the beginning of a Hebrew word means the or behold, and actually it means to behold. In the middle of a word, it signifies inspiration or revelation. I find it interesting that in the middle of a word, it signifies inspiration or revelation. And in the middle of my name, John Quentin Wise, in the middle of my name is 5. And then when I was born, I was supposed to be the 3rd. So that's interesting. So there's what the number 5 means. And it means so much more because you have the first 5 books of the Bible. You have the 5 wise virgins. You have the 5 foolish virgins. You have, I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, Psalms is divided into 5 books. And I think Matthew's divided into 5 books. But 5 is very important. In fact, 5 is in the Bible, I think 340 some times, 45 times or something. Number 5 has many spiritual meanings, including freedom, adventure, grace, and favor. Right here, this has meaning of the numbers, the number 5. This is from the, what is this, Bible study. And here, yes, the English word 5 used for the number 5 is recorded 345 times in 270 King James Bible verses. 300 of these appearances show up in the Old Testament, while 45 of them are written in the New Testament. That's interesting. The number 5 many times symbolizes God's grace, goodness, and favor towards humans. Since 5 represents grace, when it is multiplied by itself, it produces 25, which means grace upon grace. So you can go find this and look at all this here, what 5 is. Here it says Jesus is born in the fall of 5 BC. I find that interesting. The 10 Commandments contain 2 sets of 5. There are 5 primary types of offerings God commanded Israel to bring him. Appearance of the number 5. The book of Psalms is divided into 5 major sections. So, 5 is very important. There are 5 books of God's law. Number 5 in God's tabernacle. 5 is, we'll go show you what 5 is. Here's what 5 is in the Strong's Concordance in the Greek for the New Testament. 5 is Abba. Abba is Father. That's what 5 is. And now we're going to go look at a video of Satan's, which I find interesting because Satan doesn't realize it, but even in his own videos, Satan's own videos, Father has a way of making sure that for anyone who's of the Father, they can see the truth of it. Because Satan makes videos showing his truth, which he doesn't realize that Father's truth is also in there. That's how blind he is. So let's go look at this video of Satan's. All right, now we're over here at Rodney's channel looking at a video of Satan's. This I Pet Goat 2 video. Satan loves to show himself in his videos, but he doesn't even realize that Father shows himself too. There you have the RM. And then we have here a Saturday Night Live skit, produced by Satan, the Prince and the Power of the Air. So, Port Authority, Dwayne Reed. That's interesting. I know what Dwayne means, and I know what Reed means. Dwayne means the little dark one. And November 3rd, that's interesting.
That jug of milk in the little fridge behind you, I'll take that. You want?
So, the guy with the Rodney Dangerfield shirt on is saying that he wants the jug of milk inside the fridge, the dark cube. This dark cube has a clear door, though, so you can see in. Most refrigerators are they have a solid door, so no light, but it's interesting because refrigerators have a light, and the light doesn't come on until you open the door. But when you open the door, the light comes on and you can see. So that's interesting. You have, what do you have here? You have a 1 gallon jug of milk, so the one in here with all the twisted teas in the cold, dark cube. And then you have the 7-Up Sprite up here above, right? Here's the milk, the 1 gallon jug of milk inside the cube with all the twisted teas, all the twisted spirits, with the clean Sprite spirits above. And then you have what looks like DNA and its buildings. If you zoom in and look, it's buildings. And then you have over here, you have Dwayne, which means a little dark one, Reed. So you have the dark Reed. And then he's feeding you. He's got a spoon above him, right? So he's spoon feeding you. And you have a fork and a knife, so you're being fed by Dwayne, the little dark one. And then over here, you have a little tag underneath 3 items. That's interesting. So you have 3 items, 3 looks like red jugs. Red with maybe a black line, and then white above the 5, this is 5. If you go look, you can see this is 5. And you have the coffee. So you have the Dwayne, the little dark one here, beside the refrigerator, which has, the milk, the source of life, and with all the twisted teas right now, with the clean Sprites above watching. I mean, people really don't get it.
You want the milk? Then it shall be yours, just as the prophecy foretold. O family of possums!
I find this really, really intriguing. I have to look, but I don't know if... I'm pretty sure there's a couple videos, my earlier videos of the possums on my back porch.
Why don't you tell this gentleman about our milk?
This is twisted because anyone who knows what milk is on the occult side, they look at it as, the life force, they sacrifice children, taking the lives. That's why they put them on milk cartons.
Moment she gave birth in a backpack. It's milk from Hawaii.
He says it's milk from Hawaii. That's messed up. There's children missing from Hawaii. And then this is interesting because we have this guy here with the no respect, Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield, if he hadn't been a drunk womanizer, maybe he would have got some respect. But anyhow, we have this guy here in the black and white, you know, with some gray beside the guy in the checkered blue and white. And right here beside this guy, you have, what is it, Take 5, Reese's Take 5. Beside this guy here, he was wanting the milk, the source of life. What's interesting is you have this guy standing here beside this guy, and what stuck out to me was this Tide stick here in between them. You know, that's to erase stains, spots on your clothes. And I also thought over here that was interesting. It looks like a coil of copper on a green rectangle. I find that interesting. And he's holding, I don't know what he's holding, some kind of snack, right? So he's holding a snack. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was going to say, it ain't playing. So, this twisted SNL Saturday Night Live skit, they're actually telling you that, you know, the one is right now in the fridge, in the cold, dark, with all the twisted teas.
Oh, that jug of milk in the little fridge behind you? I'll take that.
You want
Do you? Do you want it?
the milk? Then it shall be yours, just as the prophecy foretold. O family of possums, why don't you tell this gentleman?
So there you have it. You have Dwayne, the little dark one, beside the cold, dark fridge that has the one with all the twisted teas in it. At this time. All right, everyone. Peace, love, joy, and kindness to you all.